Greetings. I'm here today to record you a little Thanksgiving video. Thank you, Carly, and thank you to all the Gap team. And it's chilly, so sweaters on or off, but find yourself a comfortable seat. Just briefly, we'll get right into the practice. But as always, nice to just land in an easy shape first where you can be present. So, ideally, with a tall spine. And if you need to lay down, that's okay too. Just keep your feet on the earth with the knees bent, and we'll meet you there soon. As you land, I encourage you to bring your hands to your body. Bring your awareness to your breath. And begin to slowly lengthen out the exhale. And with that, perhaps a little sigh or tone. At the end of exhale, a little hug of the navel back towards the spine and a lift of the pelvic floor up. And with your inhale, just let your belly be soft, the pelvic floor be soft. And lift through the heart and the head. Exhale, soft eyes around, behind the eyes. Soft jaw, soft tongue. Mm. Perhaps you could imagine as you inhale drawing the sky down, and let's let the sky wash through your mind, wash any tension or busyness out of all of the areas of connection and control that we have in the body mind. And you might give your jaw a little wiggle, your tongue a little bath, let your mouth be moist and your jaw be soft, keeping the eyes soft and the breath full and steady. Perhaps you could expand breath awareness up into the sky. Imagine just drawing that sky down through the earth of your body, all the way down to the earth. And as you exhale, lift from the pelvic floor and the navel. Imagine drawing that steadiness and strength of earth up as you hug into the core. Continue with those long, slow breaths and any easy seat or shape. Let's bring the fingertips down alongside of you. Press into the earth and work the shoulder blades together onto the back. Use that rooting down to keep lifting tall. Inhale there with the fingers wide and rooting. Exhale as you keep working the shoulders on the back. Bring the chin to the clavicular notch or the center of your collarbones. And inhale the back of the neck. Exhale, soft mouth. Imagine releasing, washing any tension out there. And follow your next inhale to trace the chin along the right collarbone. And look up and over that left shoulder. Stretch your eyes out as you push into those left fingers and stretch between the left jaw, neck, and shoulder. Pull your exhale back through center and slow and steady with your inhale up and over to the other side. Then look up and back with a nice gentle but firm stretch of your eyes. Top of the inhale to your breathful edge there. And as you exhale, melt and release soft eyes, soft neck. And let's just go a couple more times. Inhale, rolling to the side. Exhale and softly release to center. Your breath leads. And we'll go once again to each side. And take your time, go at your own pace. When you're ready, slide again over to the right and slide that right hand wide. Push across body into the left sits bone and inhale, stretch that left arm open, big circle, rotate face chest to the sky, reach back and again stretch your eyes out, look back. As we stretch the eyes and widen the field of vision, we widen our capacity to stretch and move further, as well as to think wider and perhaps welcome in more creative thoughts, more expansive thoughts and feelings. One more time around. And then pull with that left hand over to the left. Press down through that left hand into the right hip and reach that right arm across. Follow your inhale to flow open and your exhale to close. Slow and steady, big breath, big circles, really looking for that fullness of breath, full rotation through the torso, full stretch of your eyes and your field of vision, your range of motion. And take your time. Make your way back to center, root down. Give a little press into the earth here. And take a moment, if you will, at this time, especially to honor this land that we are on, this land that was full with people before our ancestors got here. Maybe some of those people are our ancestors also. And thank you and honoring to the original peoples of this land, many of whom are still here. May you thrive, and may we give back where we can. Hail and honoring to this beautiful planet that holds us, to the teachings and abundance of beauty and nature that we are celebrating at this time. And with that, our own abundance, our earth bodies, our ability to heal and to renew and to give generously from our hearts and our voices and our efforts and the work of our hands and how we get around this world. May all of our effort and energy here on the mat and in our lives be for the greatest good for all beings. May all beings be happy, joyous, and free. And take your time, unwind or shake out the seat as you need to, and we'll begin to deepen into the roots a little bit more. So when you're ready to, make your way to all fours and turn your toes under so the toe pads are on the floor. And then press the seat back into your feet and stretch your feet out. You might even reach back and really spread all of the toes out there so that you're getting a nice fair stretch through the feet. And a little wiggle wag through your tail and strong hands and deep breaths here. If you have the wherewithal, perhaps roll on up onto those heels and a smile could help. Big, big breaths into your feet and stretch the arms up to the sky as you breathe down into the soles. And let's do some cleansing breath. As you exhale, squeeze the scapula and elbows down and together onto the back and take a strong exhale. So we'll do some lion's breath with the next few. Tongue to chin and eyes to the sky and fierce exhales. Great opportunity to release any tension or anger or frustration or disbelief, whatever may be present. Please continue that as you like, or come forward to the hands and knees and give the tops of the toes a little love tap out there. And then hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread the fingers wide and claw the earth. Root down through those fingertips and actively pull without moving them. The hands towards the knees, towards the hands, and lift the tail, lift the crown. That was very exciting for our animal buddies, all the animal buddies. So, cat and cow, as you're able to. Inhale, opening to cow, heart forward, and exhale, rounding to cat. And if you want to continue those balancing breaths there, you could as you curl in, lifting the navel and dropping the head down to the chin and eyes to the forehead. Inhale, open, and bowing in and clearing out. Please continue as you like, or when you're ready. I invite you to find your way to your forearms. So we'll come with the forearms underneath the shoulders, hands directly out from the forearms. And let's come into forearm plank if you'd like to and are able to begin in Sphinx. So the hips on the floor, push into pubic bone and sacrum, lift the navel. And you can inhale in Sphinx, stay there as long as you like. Any exhale, pull from the navel and come up, hips to shoulder height. Tilt the pelvis, reach the tailbone out through the heels, lift the navel towards the face, and breathe in your forearm plank. Yogi's choice, you can lower back down into Sphinx and inhale open, keep the toes under, and exhale, lift the hips and power back up. Continue with a few more breaths, holding or pulsing between the poses. And take your time. When you're done, lower on down and sorry, things are silly over here. Hopefully you've got space where you are. And let's play with extending the legs back behind you and bring the elbows wide out to the sides, the whole length of the upper arm bone, and bring the fingertips under the elbows. Point the toes straight back and push down through your feet and your tailbone and your sacrum. And roll the shoulders down the back as you inhale, peel open. And as you exhale, pour the right shoulder down and turn and look over the left. As you inhale, spiral back open. As you exhale, left shoulder down, spiral, look over the right. And let your breath lead. Following the inhale to rise up, push down through the pubic bone and sacrum to support that rising up. Lift the navel as well to support the low back and lengthening there rather than just collapsing into the compression. And we'll go once more to each side or whatever you need to even out there. Once you are even on both sides, open back up in center. You might turn the toes under and press back into child's pose, again with the toe pads on the floor. And press the hips back into the heels and give your tail a little wiggle wag there and breathe your lower back and your hips. Deep full breaths. Please stay there as you like, or with the hands out in front of you as wide as the shoulders. Spread the fingers, claw the earth, and pull from the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And you're welcome to pulse in and out of down dog, from all fours to down dog, or back to child's pose and then into down dog, or just really engage that core strength. Pull back out of the hands, relax the neck, lengthen your spine, and breathe your downward dog. We're gonna go a couple more breaths here. You're welcome to rest at any point if you need. I am going to be inviting you to down dog again or to stay. And perhaps in the down dog, you can walk a little bit shorter to make it a little more easier and supportive. Or if it feels easy enough, just go ahead and reach that right hand across, pull the outside of your left ankle, calf, or thigh, whatever you can access, and give a little pull. And whenever your hold is there, to spin into a twisted down dog, looking under that left armpit. One more breath. Take your time, relax, and take pause if you need to off of your paws, or just pull back, strong core, long spine, neutralize and center for a breath. And then, as inspired, reach that left hand on over to the outside of the right ankle or foot or thigh, whatever again here is accessible to you. Give a little pull on that. Once again, to no, help yourself. Sorry, don't mean to yell now in your ear. No biting of the jewels, though. And spiral and look under that right armpit. Relax the neck. Keep pulling back from the core and breathe. Last breath or two. Take your time. Once you're done there, come on back to center. Walk or hop forward into a forward fold. Take pause in that forward fold. Hug in or shake out. Get yourself or your doggy a little massage. Relax the neck and breathe here. Hug feet to earth, lift the arches. Hug muscles to bones, kneecaps, quads, navel, lift up, root to rise. Keep the neck soft and the head heavy as you roll up until you get to the top. Press down into the earth and rise up tall. And Tadasana. Sorry, it's almost obscene, except, it's a dog, so we accept that. Press down through the feet. Follow your inhale and open wide. Gather up the sky. And exhale, bring the sky down into your heart. So some days when we're traveling or there's lots of eating, socializing going on, it may be hard to find all the time we want for a practice. But hopefully, I'm going to give this practice in little chunks today. You can feel how, just that, like 5 or 10 minutes of just attending to the breath, little rotation in the spine, little opening in the feet, and then a good, nice, strong down dog with we got the shoulder roll out there and the little twists in down dog. Just notice how you feel right now, how much you have shifted your physiology already, and perhaps everything else could be a little easier because you did that. And if not, there's more. So here's another little chunk that again could be done on its own. And this chunk here can be done even if you have recently eaten, which I would not advise with the last little section. So step the feet so that they are your hip point width. So the bones on the front of the hips here in alignment with the middle toes. Hug feet to earth and muscles to bones. Pull all that energy up and in and pour the weight into the right foot as you keep hugging that muscular energy up and in to the midline of your body. pouring the weight into the right foot, you could bring the right hand to the hip and slide that left heel up the inseam. So we're gonna have a little Tai Chi moment here. This one is great for digestion, nervous system regulation. Both things may be needed in your holiday season. So here we go. Follow an inhale to open, marionette. The elbow and knee work together. Exhale, cross body. Inhale, open circle. Exhale, cross body, close that circle. Let your breath lead. You can even hold on to something if you need to for stability. It's the cross body action and the circling here that are going to support that digestion and nervous system regulation along with the breath. So it's not going to be as helpful if you're not breathing. So connect that to the breath. Maybe next time you come across, switch directions. Inhale, open circle. Exhale, close the circle. It's okay to wobble. Feel how you're getting all those little feet muscles stronger as you do. No rush at all. Once you are done, just come on back to center. Maybe give a little shake out or just re-stabilize. Feel your feet. Feel your breath. Go to midline, all that musculature up and in. Pour the weight into the left foot, left hand to hip, right elbow and knee up. Inhale, open circle. Exhale, close circle, cross body, big breath. And continue as you like. Maybe next time you cross body, switch directions. So you could do this whole little sequence I'm about to guide us through all on one side and then on the other side if you feel warmed up and stable enough. But just being friendly to the body, it can be a lot to do it all on one side. You could do one, then the other, and just keep switching back and forth, which is how I will do this. So when you're ready, hug in again, all musculature up and into center. Slide that left foot up and find Rikshasana, tree pose. Squeeze the midline so you're pressing the foot and leg equally and actively into one another. Of course, the toes could always come back down to the floor if you need for stability. Hold on to something if you need, but use that press and squeeze to midline nice and strong to help find the stability. And keep externally rotating that top knee so the knee is opening out to the side. You could have hands on hips, stay there, root down, lift tall. You could have hands to heart. Full breaths. Soft eye, soft jaw, soft tongue. Stay here or grow your branches or reach up. Stay there, or keep that squeeze to center, keep lifting up and spiral towards that top knee and put a little twist on your tree here. Slowly shifting your drishti, if you're able, look behind you. And take your time when you're ready, come back to center. And again, just go ahead and shake everything out and feel into what happened there. Once more, you could go straight into the next pose. From there, play with that or just come back to neutral. Hug in, find that core strength. Pour the weight into the left side as keep lifting up and in. Right elbow in the end, left hand to hip. Oh, and here we go. Vrikshasana, second side tree pose, squeeze the midline. Adjust as you need to. We are asymmetrical beings. Sometimes one side can feel very different than the other. Keep lengthening up through the spine as you squeeze to midline. Find the variation of the arms. That's right for you. Deep full breaths. Stay there. Keep that squeeze to center. Lift and spiral around that squeeze to center. Left hand to right thigh, right hand behind you. Root down, inhale, lengthen, exhale, spiral. And take your time. Come on back. Shake it out. Good. So standing poses, great way, of course, as you can probably feel, to get the legs warm, the feet warm. It's so good for digestion and just a sense of being grounded and steady in your own center, which can be so very helpful when we're caught in family and our usual patterns and the dynamics and opinions and activity and all. So take your time when you're ready. We're going the next step in the sequence to ankle over knee. So go ahead and slide that right ankle up, or you're standing on the right foot, left ankle over, whichever side first. We will do both. Press and reach down through the hips and up through the heart. Keep flexing that top foot so the ankle is straight and strong. Press the head of the femurs down as you lift the heart, and slow and steady sink the seat down, keeping the spine long, low back moving in, heart moving forward. Try not to hunch around through the back. You can use the hands on the ankle and knee or the elbows on the ankle and knee. Press into whatever your points of contact are. And again, move the seat back, lower back in, heart forward, and a really soft jaw as you breathe into your hips here. Ooh, stay with that as you like, or when you're ready, come on out. Give it all a little shake out. Good for a dancing moment. You can have your own music on today, so I didn't put any on, and I just tell you that. And when you're ready, hug in strong feet, all the musculature in and up to center, or the weight into that left foot, right foot open. When you're ready, ankle over knee, flex that top foot. Hips down, rooting square there, ankle and knee square, foot flexing back. Hands become the heads of femurs. Use that press down as you sink into the seat and keep lifting up through the heart and low back. And maybe hands come to ankle and knee. Seats back, maybe elbows come to ankle and knee. Again, seat back, low back in, heart forward. Soft jaw and tongue, long spine. Deep full breath. Last breath or so. Stay longer if your body asks you to. Or unwind slowly as you're ready. Shake it out. Get your dance on. One more thing here in this little standing sequence. So you're welcome to play with any of those things we just did. Or you can even flow your way through all those things, lifting up and opening into tree and crossing over into ankle over knee and spinning around into eagle and hook your toes or land the toes and add the arms. Big hug, left arm or same arm as your leg over the top and pull the arms down and ground. Again, the crossed over limbs and here the pressure on the chest. All these things can help to ground and tone the nervous system. Stay with that or keep the spiraling of the arms, the spiraling of the legs. Squeeze into them like you're trying to break the arms and legs open to the side. Keep moving the seat low as you move the elbows up. Soft jaw and tongue as you sink in and squeeze. And of course, if you have eaten very recently, this is going to be the least friendly one as you get lower. So you don't have to squish the belly up here, but if it's accessible, you might sink all the way in so the elbows begin to hook over the knees. And breathe. You're getting a lot of pressure in different lymphs here. So this pose is also very helpful besides the digestive stuff for some immune boosting properties going on. Stay as you like or come on out, fly it out, dance it out, shake it out, let it go. And center, land the feet, gather up the sky, center in, find that fullness of your breath. Take pause as long as you like or hug to midline. Take that right knee up. And again, yogi's choice. You could just go right into eagle or flow through all of them. Opening out and landing in tree. Crossing over ankle over knee. Soft mouth and spiral into eagle. Toes could land or maybe hook. And add the arms, right arm over left, big hug at arms. Cross over and pull down, grounding. Notice how you get a little massage moment in there if you like. And stay with that or continue to spiral eagle arm, eagle legs, seat low, elbows up, steady gaze, jaw soft. And go into whatever edge is still breathful for you. Again, lots of pressure into the arms and legs like you're trying to break them apart. Stay as you like or follow an inhale to unwind, fly away, find a little dance if you like, and then step your feet wide. As wide as you like, heels in, toes out, and sink in. You can pulse in and out of that a bit or sink all the way in. Malasana, yogic squat as you're ready to. No sharp knee pain here. So really honor your body. Sit up higher if you need to. Elbows could always come onto the knees or bring them inside the knees if you're able. You can sit on a block if you need. But the squat pose again, very grounding for the nervous system. Nice release for the lower back and very supportive of digestion. Soft mouth, deep full breath. Holding steady here as you like, or use that right upper arm to cross that leg wide and open left arm face chest to the sky. There's your inhale. And if you exhale, flow through center. Breath the other side. Inhale, open. A couple more each direction. All right, so you could call it. That could be it for that side. Just again, take a little pause somewhere and notice the effects of that practice. A nice strong standing practice, a little grounding at the end, feeling that support of your practice to help digest and support the tuning of the nervous system. If you are ready to go a little further, then I encourage you to go ahead and step one of your feet back And come into a low lunge, a lizard lunge. So with the hands inside the front foot, step the other foot way, way back. Sometimes people are like, "Oh, I can't practice because my my kid is always climbing on me." Well, I had that, and I have that again by choice for some reason. And yeah, sometimes the creatures in our life get in the way, and it can feel like a hassle or even impossible, but they learn to play along, all of them, the two-leggeds and the four-leggeds, or the two-leggeds when they are four-legged even. But we just find space to, and all the animals like it when we're on the floor. Uh, the little ones, and the four-legged, they like when we're on the floor. So you can play here in that lizard lunge, hands or forearms inside that front leg, soft jaw and tongue. And some letting go breaths here. Mm. Simply breathful there, stay with that, or walk inside that front leg. Turn both heels in and all toes out, and you could just kind of sway that as you bend one knee and then the other. If you haven't eaten recently, this could be more of a forward fold and let the neck and head and shoulders go there as you flow side to side. Or if you have and you're still playing with that kind of practice, then keep the torso uplifted and flow to one side. Ideally, we give ourselves a couple hours, at least an hour, between eating and practice. But you know, sometimes you just gotta move, and that's more important. So, playing with that side to side dance, or a little sway in the forward fold. Just kind of feeling into what you created there, what's moving, and then take your time. When you're ready, walk on over to your second side, hands inside that front leg, and lizard lunge. Mount the heart down. You're on the hands or forearms inside the leg, back knee up or down, or you could pulse it up and down. And big breaths here in the nose and and please stay with that as you like, or again, you could walk back inside and either the forward fold version is flowing, roll the shoulders, release the head, a little more effort, maybe play with the um, upright version. And that could be with the hands pressing the leg wide with the upper arm and the other arm swimming or dancing as you go side to side. Maybe no arm or no hands, but dancing with the arms as you flow. Modifications are sometimes necessary, but laughter's extra good. Happy hormones, a little extra core work with laughter. And take your time, play with that side to side as long as you like. Or I'm going to invite you back to the first side. Lower the back knee down, heel toe that front foot wide, and walk the opposite hand wide. So if you've got a regular mat, you'll be off the edge of the mat with the hand. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Below that right arm or same arm as the front leg open. Squeeze the shoulders on the back. Lift your heart. So you're in a little heart open twist. Lay back and look back past that back hand or top hand. Maybe you see a foot back there. If you'd like, bend the knee and grab it. Use that hold to squeeze the shoulders on the back and lay on back. And any little movements, wiggles, slow rotations there can be really nice. Just breathe and investigate slowly what would feel extra supportive and nourishing and releasing for you. Ah, please stay with that longer as you like. Or again, to unwind that, walk inside the leg. Again, you can go with the heels in, toes out, little swim, sway, dance, or just parallel the feet and forward fold. You can walk the hands back, draw the spine long with the pull of the hands on the earth or your ankles. Relax the neck. Letting go breath. You stay longer if your body asks you to, or walk towards that left foot or second side and take a pause to set that up. So back knee down, you'll toe that front foot wide and knee and toe pointing out to about a 45-degree angle there, and walk that opposite hand wide off the edge of the mat. Squeeze the inner thighs together and reach that left or front arm forward and open, rotating the torso to the sky and reach back and look back. Stay there, or maybe keep melting into that front knee, bend the back knee, grab that ankle or foot, squeeze the shoulders on the back, lift your heart and lay back. Soft jaw, big breaths in the nose, out the mouth, and slowly moving with the breath. Perhaps you find a little rotations, articulations of any sort, and just feel where else you can make space. Send the breath, get a little opening, a release. Um, ah, ah. Stay longer if your body asks you to. When your breath inspires you to transition, again, just bring the hands down inside and perhaps a little swing, sway dance there, or just parallel the feet and bow in. Draw the spine long. You can rest your head on a block or the earth, maybe. You can walk the feet as wide as you like. And of course, here you shouldn't have eaten anytime soon. Empty out energetically. The spine drip out here. And grounding your head, you might also notice a little sigh of the nervous system releasing stress and tension. Just imagine anything you don't need dripping away off the shoulders. into the earth. Any sense of judgment, expectation, burden, let it just melt away out of the shoulders and the head into the earth and breathe. Please stay longer there as you like, or we'll move into one last little sequence. This one will be a lying on the back sequence. Oh, goody. Here we come. All the way down to the earth. Take your time as you're ready. Rolling onto the floor. You could flow through a vinyasa to get there. Just step through to the back body. As you come to lie down, hug your knees into your chest and give a little rock and roll into your spine. And deep breaths as you rock into the spine. Breath in the nose and out the mouth. Letting go breath. Cutest thing in the world, a rescue dog here. Rescued each other, we did. That's real. And take the knees and draw some circles around your sacrum. Massage into the lower back in this way with those big breaths as you're able in the nose and out the mouth. Draw those circles in both directions. And take the knees in separate circles and draw them wide and back together, massaging into the hips here and as well your lower back. Again, you might notice a sigh or a yawn as you do this work and bring more weight into the back body. This also tuning the nervous system. Breath full in the nose, out the mouth. And please stay with that as you like, or extend the legs to the sky and flex the toes towards the face and point the toes towards the ceiling and flex and point and flex and point and flex and point maybe one more time. Stay with that as you like. You could take a block between the thighs here, the upper inner thighs. So it's the long, narrow way, short ends facing forward and back, and squeeze onto that block. Or just squeeze the legs together here as though you've got a block and feel how that squeeze already deepens the core strength. And maybe from the squeeze, you can feel how the core goes like up almost to your armpits and to about mid thigh or so, upper mid thigh. Good. And you can stay there and just play with that squeeze and soften and squeeze or add to it. Inhale here with the toes drawn back as you're able. And exhale, navel to spine, heels to the sky. Sacrum lifts up. Make sure your shoulder blades are pinned square to the earth, or maybe not square, but pinned down anyways. Continue like that as you like, or keep the legs squeezing together. Inhale and exhale, lower the legs about halfway without letting the low back pop up. There may be a little breezeway, but we're going to keep the low ribs drawing down and back. So there's some nice control in the lower spine and deep core. Inhale up. You could even lift the sacrum up there, and then exhale slow and steady, lower down halfway. Inhale, lift up, popping that sacrum up. Slow and steady with the breath. Exhale, maybe 2/3 of the way. If you can still keep control of the breath, the lower back and your shoulders. Take your time, take a break as you like. Stay with that. You could go a little further into that, redo anything we did, or I'm going to invite you side to side with 5 breaths to each side. So knees could be bent if you like, and keep the knees squeezing together, or straight legs if you're able to. Again, keep the shoulders pinned. So have the elbows bent and the hands straight up from the elbows. You're making like a field goal shape, like a lying down field goal shape on the floor. Inhale, that's the goal post, that is, and legs up, and exhale over to one side. Really pin the shoulder down that you're moving away from. And inhale, legs through center, and exhale, legs to the other side, pinning that shoulder down as you're able, that you're moving away from. Inhale through center, exhale, slow lower to one side, and let your breath lead the movement. And perhaps another 2 or 3 to each side. Whatever you need to even out there. So where he thinks he's doing yoga, he does this with me so often when I'm on the ground. He gets very excited. He tries to make some of the same shapes I do, but most often he ends up just laying there on his back with the legs up, like lots of us probably on Sundays and rainy days. Sometimes I'll find myself that way too, coming to the mat to do yoga and then just laying there. And that's okay too. Come to the mat every day, even if you just lay there, even if you just do a little bit of core work or a bridge, which is where we're going next. So when you're ready, heels under the knees, ripple your spine up, interlace the hands behind you, squeeze the palms together, squeeze the shoulders on the back, squeeze your booty, lift your hips, lift your heart, lift the chin. Pressure is on the upper center back of the head, shoulders and elbows and hands if you can. Root strong back body and lift hips, lift heart, lift chest, and deep full breaths here. You could play with any variations, any movement. We're coming in and out of the back bend. Maybe a last couple breaths, and stay longer if your body asks you to. Come out sooner if your body asks you to. When you're ready, ripple on down. Step the feet as wide as your mat, or a couple feet wide with the knees bent. Inhale the arms up overhead on the floor, and reach both knees to one side as you stretch up through those fingers. Get a long, long line of energy there. As you exhale, pull the navel back, knees through center, and then inhale, both knees to the other side, stretch it out. Exhale, navel back, knees through center, and let your breath lead. Inhaling to the side, exhale to transition. Get that nice long stretch. Stay with that as you like. And let this just be a yummy, breathful stretch out. Or if you would like, more core, because happy hormones, digestion, immunity, all the good stuff that core work helps. There's so many good reasons to do your core work. So whenever you're ready, if you want to add some core, you're going to bring the arms back to those field goal post shaped arms, and then you'll switch the breath pattern. So feet stay wide, knees to one side, and as you exhale, kick that top foot across. Catch the foot about 45 degrees from the hip there, about halfway, and inhale back through center, and exhale, kick out to the other side. Inhale back to center. Feet could land every time. It could be some nice mellow shoulder twisty core. So again, it is shoulder work. As you kick to the side, push, especially the shoulder you're moving away from down. Really anchor it down and get that connection and reach shoulder to heel and play with that. Or you could keep the legs up and not land them. Again, if you want to challenge that, you could play with the legs squeezed together and side to side. You can bend them as you inhale through center and exhale, kick them out towards straight. And let's just go 2 or 3 more to each side in whatever variation you're doing. And then when you're ready, the next time that you kick to your right, go ahead and kick all the way over. Roll over to your right. And here you could have the knees bent or straight. You could hold that top knee or foot, and legs could stay together, or bottom leg could extend down. We're going to move into a twist. If you would like to, you could bend the bottom knee, reach down for that foot with the left hand, so left hand holding right foot, right hand holding left foot as it crosses the body. Shift that top hip down, lengthen the spine, and roll onto the left ear if the left leg's on top. So you're breathing a full spiral to your spine. Breathe your twist. Long inhales to wash, and long exhales, maybe with a little sigh or tone to ring out there. And please stay breathful in that twist as you like. And when you're ready to come back, bend both knees and cross that left or top ankle over the bottom thigh. And we'll just get into the hips a little more here. Interlace the hands. You're going to thread them through center, one hand, and around the outside with the other. So you're holding the back of the right or bottom thigh. Flex the top toes back as you use that top elbow to ease that thigh away. Pull bottom thigh in, ease top thigh away. Active drawing back of the toes, soft jaw, and big breaths in the nose, out the mouth, letting go breaths. You could stay with that pull press, rock and roll it around as you like. You could add some core to this shape if you're feeling hardcore or want to be, or extend that bottom leg out and take a walk up it as you curl into it, draw it towards you and overhead towards the earth. So you're moving into a plow variation. Again, a nice grounding place for the nervous system, plow, and the hip opening. And all forward folds, really, or all folds, I should say. And stay and play with any of that, or unwind the legs. Slowly unwind the spine. Step the feet as wide as the mat again, knees side to side, arms like saguaro cactus or field goal post, and play with that kick across. Inhale through center, exhale, kick. Stay with that or squeeze the legs together or anywhere in between, maybe just picking them up. Keep those shoulders pinned. Let's just go a couple more to each side. You could go as many as you like. Of course, feel free to pause your video and keep it going. It's all about the breath. What is the breath saying yes to? Continue as you like, or kick on over to your left, your second side. Again, legs could be together, knees bent or straight. Shift that top hip down. Maybe bottom leg extends down. Lengthen the spine if you'd like to. Bend that bottom knee. Reach down for the ankle or foot. Top hand could hold that right foot or knee. Lengthen, lengthen through the spine, and then roll onto the right ear. The top leg side ear turns away from that foot and breathe your twist. If you're holding the bottom foot, you kick through both feet and just really try to lengthen and create some good tension there. Big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Ah. Ah. Stay in the twist as you like, or come on back as you do. Bend both knees. You're crossing that right or top ankle over the bottom thigh. Flex that top foot. Pick the bottom thigh up, interlacing behind it. Pull bottom thigh back. As you ease the top thigh away, flex those top toes back. Soft jaw and tongue. Rock and roll it around. Play with that pulled press. Please continue with that as you like. Add the core if you did on the other side, or extend that bottom leg up. Take a walk up it as you draw into it. Draw it towards you, and maybe overhead towards plow. You stay with that as you like, or unwind slowly. Find your way to happy baby, or anything else along the way. Perhaps as you rock your baby, you can listen in and see, are there any other last movements, shapes, poses, parts of the body that your breath is calling to right now, or that's calling to your breath right now. Send the breath there, send the awareness there, and move your body in any last ways that would feel good for you. And perhaps gather up any props to support yourself in a final resting, or make your way to a meditative seat. You could roll to one side and pause and drape up. And yogi's choice here. You got an option for, of course, both meditation and shavasana, or supported restorative pose. Take your time and find what's right for you. Make any little movements or supports needed to be at ease in where you're going. And then as you're able to, begin to make your way towards a relative stillness. And either in your meditative state or your final resting shape, you might take a big inhale and squeeze the muscles to the bone. Gather up any tension or busyness, hold it, exaggerate it, squeeze, squeeze, inhale, inhale, tense, tense, and exhale. Sigh it out, let go. And perhaps that again, inhale, hold, squeeze, tense, exaggerate, extra inhale, extra squeeze, squeeze, and then melt, melt, melt. Do that as much as you need to. It can also be a great way to simply release tension anytime, first by sort of exaggerating it and intensifying the breath, and hold and extra, extra inhale, inhale, squeeze, squeeze, and melt, melt, melt. Relax shoulders, soften your eyes, relax the mouth, soften your tongue. Allow your weight to just float back in space or into the earth, and sense the points of contact between your body and the earth getting heavier. Let any residual stress or tension just drip away through these points of contact. And perhaps you notice a little spaciousness in the mind, the heart, the front body, anywhere. Just be curious. Notice where you've made some space. Welcome the sky again into this space. And perhaps you could even imagine or remember yourself like the sky, vast, spacious, open awareness of things just passing through, clouds, birds, weather, and even as it may be stormy in one area, expand your sensing. Notice that there's light and spaciousness in other areas. Remember yourself as this spaciousness. Whatever arises, perception, thought, emotion, just notice it. Perhaps you could imagine it like a bird or a cloud that's floating by. Remember yourself, spaciousness, vast, infinite, undefinable. Maybe you could even imagine doing this when in dialogue or even challenge with anyone you're sharing your holiday times with. You notice the contraction of thought or emotion, and at the same time, you can sense spaciousness in your heart, in yourself, in your mind, the spacious awareness that you are having the experience of contraction, of whatever your role is in the moment, enacting the role, yet still remembering yourself as spacious awareness. Perhaps you take a mudra to remember this, connecting your thumb and first finger. Let this be a physiological key that reminds you of the space, breathful ease and openness, able to witness and even engage with whatever arises without getting caught up in it. Without identifying with it or taking it personally. Breathe in and as the spaciousness. Breathe out the rigidity of constructs or the contraction of thought or emotion. Breathe in love, peace, joy. Exhale out anything that is not that or that is in the way of that. Breathe in love, peace, joy. Breathe out anything that is not that or that is in the way of that. And please continue your practice as you like, meditation or any final resting shape. Or see about continuing your practice, keeping the mudra, the breathfulness, the spaciousness, peace, joy, as you move back into the world of action and interaction. And may your practice be of benefit and blessing for yourself, for those around you, for all that you engage with. May the benefits and blessings ripple out for all beings. May all beings everywhere awaken to our interconnectedness and our inherent peace and joy and spaciousness. Thank you so much for practicing. It's such an honor to share these practices. Thank you to all of our teachers, gurus, and lineages. Jai Bhumima. Thank you, great, beautiful planet, into the beauty and abundance of nature. Thank you. you next time.